welcome back. Thanks for joining us. This is The Real Happy Ending, and I'm Chuck Henson. We're going to be here to talk about wellness that actually sticks. I want to start today with what I'm going to call the 10-minute morning. Now, most of us wake up and immediately hand our brains over to our phones. We start that day in a reactive state. Today, I'm going to challenge you to take those first 10 minutes back. Here's exactly how I want you to start. Before your feet even hit the floor, stay under the covers, place your hands on your belly, and take 3 massive expanding breaths. Feel your hands rise and fall. Now, once you're out of bed, find a quiet spot for 3 simple movements. The first one's called the seated cat-cow. I want you to sit on the edge of your bed or find a chair. Place your hands on your knees. Inhale, arch your back, and look up toward the ceiling. Exhale, round your spine like a Halloween cat, tucking your chin under your chest. I want you to do that 5 times to wake up your spine. Next is the gravity neck release. What you're going to do here is you're going to drop your right ear toward your right shoulder. Don't pull or force it. Just let the weight of your head do the work. Breathe into that left side of your neck for 30 seconds, then switch. Number 3 is called the sky reach. Stand up, interlace your fingers, and push your palms toward the ceiling. Reach as high as you can and take 1 big breath into your ribs. Well, there you go. You've just set a vibrational tone for your day before the world had a chance to tell you how to feel. All right, let's get into the work. People often come to me and asking to be crushed. Literally, they want that classic deep pressure, that deep tissue pressure. But there is a massive difference between crushing a muscle and melting the fascia. Have you heard of fascia? Think of your fascia as a 3D spider web. It wraps every single muscle and nerve in your body. In a healthy body, that web is fluid. But stress or injury turns it into dried glue. Deep tissue is often like trying to hammer a nail into a board. It's very hard pressure. But if I just hammer away at that glue, your body's natural guarding reflex kicks in. You're going to tense up, you'll fight the therapist's elbow, and then nobody wins. Myofascial release, otherwise known as MFR, is different. It's a sustained, low-load stretch. Instead of forcing my way through, I lean in and I wait. Imagine a stick of cold butter. If you jab your finger into it, it's going to break. But if you rest your warm hand on top of it, the butter eventually gives way and lets you in. We call that the MFR Melt. It sounds like a sandwich, doesn't it? It takes about 90 to 120 seconds of patient pressure to turn that glue back into fluid. And for anyone who's been on my table and I'm working on your shoulders, that's exactly what we do to release the myofascial, the fluid there. Deeper isn't always better. Sometimes the most patient touch is what creates the structural shift your body's been begging for. All right, I also want to talk to those of you recovering from surgery, whether it's a joint replacement or a cosmetic procedure. You know that stuck feeling of swelling and stiffness after a procedure? Well, this is where lymphatic drainage and scar tissue mobilization comes in. Now, I'm not just rubbing the skin. I'm moving fluid and breaking up those internal cobwebs that limit your movement. The happy ending here is regaining your range of motion and finally feeling like you're back in your own skin. It's a very, very light touch. Ask me about it the next time you're in.
This episode is brought to you by Chuck Henson Wellness in Inverness. From post-surgical recovery to deep structural release, trust Chuck to help you find your alignment. Book your session through massagebook.com. Chuck Henson Wellness. Let us get you back to center.
I want to step into the debate now and talk about energy work. Is it pseudoscience or the foundation of healing? Here's my take. If it works for you, it works. If you need that literal thumb to muscle connection to find relief, I'm here for you. But if you felt that shift, that moment where your whole nervous system just drops into peace, you know there's more than just muscle involved here. So effective immediately at Chuck Henson Wellness, I'm incorporating a metaphysical element into every session. I have brought in 128 hertz and 512 hertz tuning forks. Now for the skeptics, 128 hertz creates a physical vibration that stimulates the nervous system and creates bone resonance. It's literal physics. For the believers, it's a way to clear the noise and find your internal harmony. Whether you come at it through science or spirit, the result is a profound state of resonance. I'm putting that element on my table starting today. All right, before I let you go, here's your homework. The wall angel. I want you to find a flat wall in your home. Stand with your heels, tailbone, and shoulder blades touching the wall. Bring your arms into a U shape, pointing down, but keeping your elbows and the backs of your hands against the wall. Now slowly slide your hands up toward the ceiling and back down, like you're making a snow angel against the wall. Do 10 of these. It's a simple postural reset to remind your shoulders where they actually belong. All right, thanks for joining me again for another episode of The Real Happy Ending with Chuck Henson. Stay grounded, stay resonant, and I hope to see you soon on my table.